Hey YouTube, what is going on? Brandon here with another printer video. Today we have the Epson Workforce 3620. But before we go into the cleaning repair for this printer, I actually just quickly want to mention a new product I just launched. For some time I had been developing this print head cleaning kit, and it consists of this syringe here, which is a little bit longer than most of them that are on the market, so that you can continuously put more fluid into the nozzle. The best cleaning solution in the market. So we're going to get into what exactly this is if you haven't seen any of my videos before on how you're going to be able to use it with the printer. But there's going to be a link for this product in the description below. I highly recommend that you go and buy that, and again, I'm going to explain what all of that is. But stay tuned and we'll get right into the video. Alright, so if you are having issues with your print quality, you're getting choppy prints, a certain color just isn't printing, it's a very common issue, and it's something that can be solved very, very inexpensively. Now the first thing you're going to want to have is, the first thing you're going to want to make sure of is that your ink is not completely low. That is what's going to cause the majority of the problems. And as you can see here, this printer actually is running low on magenta. So what you would do is, if you weren't doing this, you would just go to the settings and you would find a place where, so you're going to want to go into your settings, and you're going to want to go to, so if you see here, you go to your settings, you're going to go to maintenance, and you're going to go to ink cartridge replacement. Now you're going to lift up the latch, the sides, you're going to lift off the top of the printer, just like that, and your print head should come right to the middle to where you can take out the ink. Now, once you're at this point, you can go ahead and shut off your printer, and you're gonna want to hold your print head in place really quick. It's not gonna do any damage there. Just don't do it too rough. And the first thing I always check is the ink. Now, if you are running low on your ink, that is what's gonna cause the majority of your issues, and that's something that you're gonna want to take care of. So, right now in the description below, I'm gonna leave a link, but below the print head cleaning kit, which we're going to use in a moment, to purchase some brand new 252 Epson ink. If you're running low, even if your system is telling you that you have some, but you're having that issue, this is one of the main culprits, is running your ink too low. So you're going to want to go ahead, go in the description below. It's going to be the second link. I'm going to leave it there for you to purchase your new ink if you have to. Do not continue or do not try to print anything until you have your new ink. Alright, so after that, this is your print head. Once you have it completely cleared, took out all the ink, now you can start to work on it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to move it out of the way really quick. And you're going to want to have a folded up piece of paper towel. Now this is not included in the kit, and we're about to use it in a moment, but this is something that every household has, and so that's why I didn't include it in the kit. It's something that is very simple to get, but you're going to lay it down straight down like that, and all you're really doing is the paper towel is down there, and you're just moving your print head right over it, because we're going to be cleaning the print head, and all of that gunk is going to go down onto that paper towel. Alright, so next you're going to take your syringe, and whatever color you're having issues with, this printer is having issues with magenta, you're going to take your syringe, and in this case you're going to have two hands in your case, and you're going to place this nozzle right here. You're going to place your plastic tubing extension right over the nozzle. Okay, so get it right on top of it, just like that. Make sure it's snug. Alright, that's perfect. And from here, you're just going to go ahead and start squirting in the cleaning solution. As you see, I'm going to turn it this way so that you can see how many milliliters are going into there. And you can do the whole syringe, but of course I got this big syringe so that you can do it all at once. So we're going to go up to 15. We're going to stop. And we're going to go to the next nozzle now. For the sake of not making this video not to be too long, you get the gist of it. You can see exactly how to do it. So we're on black now, and I'm gonna go up to 10. Now if you're having a lot of resistance or this is not going through, if you're having difficulties pushing it through, you're gonna need to warm up the solution. And actually usually I recommend, even without that issue, is that you warm up your solution, boil a hot, heat up a pot of hot water, and just put the cleaning solution right in there. Now again, you can get this cleaning kit in the description below. Pause the video right now and go get that cleaning kit. It's the #1 cleaning kit that I use, and I have had a lot of success with it. So make sure you pause the video if you need to. So we are now on yellow, and we're probably going to go up to 5 there. So we're going in increments of 5, and that's why this syringe, I made it so that it's a little bit bigger, so that you can continuously use it. Next is going to be cyan, and as you can see down there, that towel is getting pretty soaked. Alright, so we're doing all 4 nozzles, and you're just pushing through your cleaning solution all the way through, and that's it. Now of course you start with the one that you have the most issues with. Let's say it was black or yellow. You would of course start with that nozzle, and you would clean that nozzle until you felt like you did enough. You could do maybe 10 milliliters on the one that you're having issues with, so from 20 to 10, and then the rest of them you can go in small increments. Or you can do the whole syringe bottle into one nozzle if you're just having one color. Let's say it's black. Use the whole 20 milliliters to go ahead and push all that through. Make sure you have a paper towel on the bottom, and make sure you dispose of that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to remove that, and the cleaning kit does not include a plastic glove, but I recommend that you somehow get yourself a plastic glove, and something that we're going to try to include in the future. But make sure everything is cleaned up. And now if you're waiting for some new ink, you know, I highly recommend that you wait for that, even if it's being shipped out and it's taking a while. I recommend that you wait until you get your new ink so that you can put it in there, and then you can start printing normally again. Okay, so this is how you replace your ink here. Alright, so let's say you got your new ink. You can go ahead and start your printer up again. In this case, we are not going to start it up because we don't have new ink. So that should have worked for you. In this case, you should turn it on, go to your settings, go to maintenance, and print out a test page or a nozzle check. In the maintenance section, there's a part where it says nozzle. In the settings, if you go to maintenance, there should be a spot where it is letting you check the nozzles. So it's basically going to print out some patterns, and you'll be able to see if you were able to fix the problem or not. 95% of the time this should work. Now if you have error codes or you have other issues, that's aside from this. This is no error codes. This is just you having printing and having, you know, a certain color not working, or just a bunch of skips in the lines. It's a very common issue, again, like I said. Now if you haven't done it already, this is my print head cleaning kit that I am selling. It's in the description below, and I highly recommend it. This is the one that I use to clean my printers, and I do this all the time, and it's very inexpensive. Instead of buying a new printer, instead of having to go through the motions of and having to buy new ink that is going to be really expensive, keep the printer that you currently have. You spend maybe 20 bucks on this print head cleaning kit, which I've put together for you, and you are going to be able to fix a major problem on your own. No technician, no extra cost. If you have the problem again, if you have the problem with another printer, if your friend is having a problem, guess what? Now you have a solution. So I highly recommend anyone go and get the print head cleaning kit. Again, it's in the description below.